In this video, I'm going to be going over the Sker Ritual patch notes for version 1.03. This is a pretty big patch, and I'm pretty excited for some of the stuff that they have added in, so we're just going to get straight into it. But first, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Sker Ritual and COD Zombies content. Getting right into the patch notes, the biggest thing that they added into this season is the new weapon, the Pistolet Stampede SMG. It is basically looks like a PPSH, and I'm really excited for another SMG because I really like using the MP5. I just feel like it's a little bit low in damage, and the PPSH is just such an iconic COD Zombies gun. It's such a fun gun to use, and it looks amazing, and for what it looks like in the game right now, it's got a cool camo on it. It looks fucking sick. I'm really excited for this one. The other new thing that they added in is another DLC, the Skerville Slasher. I seen this one, and this one is pretty cool. The dude's got his, like, head chopped in half. It's sick. It looks like something straight out of, like, a slasher movie. I really like it. I might buy it. I think some of the masks in-game look better, and I would rather run those, but I might buy it one day. It is nice, and also just to support the devs. So the next thing in the patch notes is bug fixes and improvements. There really isn't many bug fixes this update, but I'll still quickly go over them. The first one is fixed a bug causing the leave level interaction to be disabled in multiplayer if the voting results in a failure in Ashes of Sker Hotel. That seems like it's a pretty big bug to fix. That would have been really annoying if it happened and having to lose your game basically just because someone voted no, like if you had a random or something. But I'm glad that's fixed. They fixed an issue where teleporting zombies could push the player out of the map. That probably fixed a lot of high round like glitches and XP strats where you just sit out of bounds, because I seen they have some. I didn't want to make videos on them. I think it's kind of cheating. I don't really want to spread stuff like that. And then more network optimizations, which is good because some of my friends have said that the network doesn't feel the best on this game. I personally haven't had issues because I usually host. Sometimes when I have played with other people, I have noticed a little bit of connection issues. Either that being their connection not being strong or the game, I'm not sure. But I'm glad to see that they're fixing their end. Alright, now we're into weapon changes, and this is the biggest weapon change I've seen in any of their updates, and I'm really excited for a lot of these. This is going to fix a lot of the weapons that are just not that good. So the double barrel shotgun is getting an increased max damage from 118 to 121, and it's getting a minimum damage from 129 to 31. And I am so excited for this one. The double barrel is my favorite gun in the game. I am extremely excited to hop back in and start using it again. And now that it's just even going to be stronger, it's going to be even more broken, and I'm so happy about that. And they also upgraded the speed of reloading by 4% per tier, so when you're tier 5 with maxed out speed cola, you're going to be reloading this thing so much faster. The RS-10, that is the pump action shotgun, and they also increased the damage on that from 129 to 131. They increased the minimum damage from 60 to 63, which is really good, because I feel like sometimes with that shotgun, I hit very low shots, with very low damage shots sometimes. And they also increased the reload speeding, just like the double barrel, and it now rechambers 2 rounds per reload at tier 3. And that is just going to be amazing, because I really wanted pack changes with the guns. Like, I wanted the packs to add effects like it did in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, stuff like that. And even in BO3 they did a little bit of, they kind of dropped it after that. BO4 had it, but Cold War was completely gone. And that's something I really miss about making the guns unique when you pack them. The axe, they increased the damage from 330 to 560, which is really good because the axe fucking sucks. All the melee weapons suck. They did the exact same thing to the sword, but increased the swing speed by 15%. Now this is a nerf, and I don't like to see nerfs in zombie games. I think that nerfing the player is really dumb because you're there to kill shit and have fun. I think that this weapon also needed a nerf, but not as drastically as it did, because I think it's just going to ruin the fun of it. And it was the best wonder weapon, and I wanted all the other wonder weapons to be just as strong as this one. I wanted them to buff everything else instead of nerfing this one. And I am kind of sad about this, but the Howler, the damage has been decreased from 667 to 550, and the fire rate has been decreased by 30%, which is a fucking brutal change. This actually might ruin the wonder weapon for me, which I'm really sad about. I'm gonna have to hop in a game and try it out and see what I think after. I think maybe the damage should have been lowered, but the fire rate, they should have kept it. That's what made it so fun, is just blasting a bunch of ricochet, like, projectiles across the map. It was so cool. The Shattering Edge increased damage from 330 to 480, which is really good because the Shattering Edge felt like garbage. It was definitely one of the worst wonder weapons, and it doesn't make sense how you use it. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it might still need a buff with swing speed because it is still pretty slow. The Basil Automatic 1930 increased the max damage from 37 to 60 and increased the minimum damage from 32 to 55. That's a crazy buff. That's basically double tap added to it. They just doubled the damage almost. And that weapon is fucking if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's crazy. It's kind of like that big machine gun. I'm not really sure on the weapon names. My bad. I don't really like to use any of the guns. I kind of get the wonder weapon and the double barrel most games. But that's really good because that weapon is apparently super strong already. Baseball bat. They increased the attack swing speed by 40% and decreased the damage from 512 to 430, which is kind of cool that they're making all these melee weapons different. They're not all the same. They don't all do the same damage. They don't all swing the same, which is nice. It makes them unique. They're not just reskins. Alright, so next we're going into the Miracle Chain. The following ultimates have now added an area of effect damage explosion. Can't Miss, Flash Force, Invisible, and Poison Fog. That's pretty cool. I do really like Can't Miss. I think it's the best of the Miracles ultimates. I don't really ever use my ultimate in this game unless I get like Invincibility or Can't Miss because I feel like they just don't help out that much. Next is Winter's Shield. They lowered the damage reduction from 90 to 80% and increased the proc cooldown from 20 seconds to 45 seconds. That is a pretty good nerf, I'll say, because Winter's Shield was unbelievably broken. Like, you were basically invincible if you were paying even the littlest attention to the game. So that is good that they have it, but they had a nerf. I still think it's going to be really strong, and that's good because I don't want them to nerf it into the ground. Ice Elixir decreased base duration from 30 seconds to 15 seconds and increased how much upgrading adds from 2 seconds to 5 seconds. So it seems like it kind of balances itself out. It's just not going to be as strong right away, which is nice. I never really use Ice Elixir. I like Healing Elixir. I kind of just put whatever elixir I get. I don't really care. For some reason, they put Poison Elixir on the patch notes twice, but they increased the base damage from 10 to 15. And Poison Stab, they increased the base damage from 20 to 25. Poison Bomb got a buff, increased duration from 18 to 10 seconds. And Poison Fog, increased base damage done scale from 10% to 15, and increased base damage reduction scale from 10% to 15. And last but not least, the Venomous Touch increases base damage from 15 to 17. I don't really have much opinions on the Miracles. I kind of just use crit builds and ice builds, or whatever I get. Usually if I'm just playing casual, I don't really build anything. I never use Poison. I thought Poison was garbage. So it's nice that I got a buff. I'm excited for that. I might try out a Poison build next time I play. I think that this is a really good patch, and I'm glad that they buffed a lot of the weapons, because a lot of the weapons just felt like shit. They felt terrible, especially the melees. So I'm glad that they're going to be hopefully usable now. I'm going to have to go try them out before I can say if they're usable or not, but hopefully they are. And I'm really excited for this new PPSH. I love using the PPSH. I think everybody loves using the PPSH. It's such a fun gun to use. It's such an iconic gun. But anyway, that is all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about this patch notes in the comments if you like or dislike anything that they added or changed. And make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Sker Ritual and COD Zombies content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.